A support worker after class on Wednesdays who loves to cook and is into salsa dancing.
Mabel is the website that's revolutionising disability support. It lets you find and choose people offering the support that you want. And because we're online, it's easy and affordable. Find your people at mabel.com.au.
Hello everyone, welcome to CripChat Australia, your weekly podcast on everything disability. With me today, as usual, is Ibby. How are you, Ibby?
Yeah, look, thank you, Jonathan. I'm very well, thank you. I hope you are well.
Yes, I am well. So, Ibby, I'm excited about this topic because it's in your wheelhouse, so to speak.
Good stuff, Jonathan. Yeah, look, although you may seem a bit excited, Jonathan, in reality, nobody likes the idea of taxes. However, at the end of the financial year, which is coming up, you can claim your tax returns. So that's something exciting. But let's talk about more about tax and its obligations. So as Jonathan did mention, today we'll be talking about taxation and lodging your tax and hopefully getting your tax returns sorted. But before we get into that, Jonathan, what's your experiences with tax?
Well, I don't know if it is too personal, but I haven't really earned enough to lodge a tax return.
So you want no experiences with tax whatsoever, but you know the basics of tax.
So, I'm here to learn from you as my talented audience.
Nice. Nice. So we'll firstly start off by what is tax basically? So tax is, money from the government, money that, the government takes away when you buy goods and services. It's usually about 10% of the things that you purchase. Reason why is to keep the economy going. So to, I guess, utilize the government spending, just to keep, the cycle going. They've imposed something known as tax or taxation. So anything that you buy in terms of goods or services usually come with a hefty price tag. 10% of it goes back to the government in the form of tax. And yeah, so like I said, reason for that is to keep the economic cycle going. Just a note for everyone out there, I am not a professional myself, but I do have the experience and the knowledge in regards to tax. If you want to seek more professional advice, consult your accountant or any other financial professional. Good stuff, good stuff. Jonathan, what is your thoughts on tax What do you think tax is all about?
Well, I know people who were taxed and think of it as a cost, but really you may pay tax, but it comes back to you in the form of better services. So it's always a trade-off.
Yep. Yeah. But usually when you spend items, goods or services, and they'll get like a hefty tax price added to it. You can collect your receipts and all your payments, and at the end of the financial year, usually it comes 30th of June, and you have quite some time. I think by the October the 31st to lodge your taxes. And the reason was that why that is so is because you can claim what you call a tax return. So what's that is that all the money that you spend, you get a certain percentage of it back. Depending on who your accountant is or your financial advisor, you can get pretty much most of it back. You just gotta get in touch with a professional. Yeah, a good accountant is wise, but they'll be able to crunch the numbers and yeah, get your money back, I guess. So yeah, pretty much. Once you collect all your receipts, or I guess all of your expenses, you can claim back a certain percentage of them in the form of the tax return. To do so, you need to go through the Australian Taxation Office, and you can either do that as by yourself or through a professional, such as an accountant, who will be able to work with you to help you get the most out of your taxes. Have you ever lodged at your taxes before, Jonathan?
I've only loaded the form to say I earn below the reportable income.
Yes, would you know what the reportable income is? It's approximately 18,500.
Yes.
But I guess any money that you receive higher than that amount will be taxed. But any money that is below that amount will not be taxed. So no tax will be implied. But it's always important to lodge, if you are a working class citizen, to lodge your taxes, even if you are receiving below the minimal amount. Um, yeah, to do that, of course, you need to lodge it through the Australian Taxation Office.
So what you're saying, if you're unsure, check with the ATO.
Of course. If you're unsure of how to, I guess, lodge your taxes or what amount needs to be lodged, always it's good to consult with the Australian Taxation Office or even your professional advisors. tax consultants, even your accountants, even any financial advisors. It'll be good to get their I guess ideas and thoughts. However, they don't come cheap. So yeah, always good to go to the Australian Taxation Office, give them a call. I'm pretty sure it's free of charge. If anyone disagrees or if I'm giving out any false information, please correct me in the chat in the comments. But I'm pretty sure it's a free service, and yeah, it's but I guess the waiting time is longer. So you're gonna have to wait a long time. So yeah, that's
uh,
pretty much the obligations you need to do in order to claim any tax return.
so break it down for the people listening.
Okay,
How do we do our tax return?
yes, that's a good question. Thank you, Jonathan. So to claim your tax return, you can easily do it online if you're connected to MyGov. You can link MyGov to the ATO, so the Australian Taxation Office services. That will be very fast and efficient for you to do any lodging for your taxation. What you do is if you're very good, very tech savvy with your computer, you got yourself a calculator or even an Excel spreadsheet, typing all your spendings or your income for the year, and just all the amount that you get, just lodge it to the ATO, and they'll pretty much do the rest. It's fast and efficient. But another way you can do it is also through your taxation agent or your accountant. So if you do it through that way, you need to collect all your receipts or your I guess invoices or your pay slips. And yeah, let them do all the work. It saves you time for doing it. However, there is a cost. So when you think about doing your tax returns, you need to balance costs and time. If you want less time and more cost, you would go to your financial consultant or your accountant. Sorry, no, consultant, your accountant, and they'll do pretty much all the work for you. Saves you time, but it is costly. If you're looking for less cost but more time, log into the ATO via MyGov, and yeah, pretty much do it yourself, free of charge. However, there is a cost to it. Sorry, there is time for you to do that. It's gonna take up most of your time. My apologies. So you would need to, outweigh the two when you're, I guess, doing your tax returns.
So balance time versus cost, which you can sacrifice.
Exactly. It's all about sacrificing time or cost. And you need to, I guess, outweigh the two. Cost or time. Do you want to spend more cost or do you want to spend more time? And so you'll take those will come into play when you launch your tax returns. We just got a comment from our friend David. So David said, "What do you consider a good accountant?" Oh, look, yeah, go to your peers. I mean, reach out to your peers. I'm pretty sure they'll share with you a good accountant. It's always good to do your research beforehand. before you do lodge your tax returns. You don't want to do it last minute. Because look, time is flying. And I'm pretty sure most of our audience agrees that time is flying. And so it's good to get quick onto it right away. So when searching for an accountant, reach out to your community. Always ask look at the reviews, see what others have to say, and then you think about who you want to choose as your accountant.
And trust your intuition if your mind has doubts. Keep searching.
That's right. Always trust your intuitions. Always do the research. Always keep searching. And if if you've struck gold, yeah, then they'll be with you, I'm pretty sure, for the long term, for many more years to come. Good stuff, Jonathan.
So, any final thought?
Yeah, look, one final thought. As you know, taxation is just a monetary obligation set by the government, um, to keep the cycle going. However, in saying that, although the government has taken some money from you, you can be able to claim it back at the end of the financial year, usually at the 30th of June 30th of June for that year. It's always good to keep a copy of your receipts, keep a copy of your expenses, and if you do it yourself, you got to think about the time and the cost that are involved. So less time and more cost, you would go through a professional, an accountant. If you want more time and less cost, then you would probably do it yourself through MyGov. Uh, yeah, always good to, I guess, reach out to your peers when searching for a good accountant to help you, with your tax returns. And if you're ever stuck on how to do your taxes, reach out to the professionals, or even search for online at the ATO, the Australian Taxation Office website. Yeah, all good, all good. So I guess enjoy your tax returns, everyone. Jonathan, do you have any final thoughts you want to add?
Apply the same principle if you self-manage your NDIS plan, keep a spreadsheet of your expenses in case the NDIA ever clear claim, and reach out to your peers or your relevant peak body for advice. But for now, you've been watching CripChat, your weekly podcast on everything join us next week. One more CripChat
support worker after class on Wednesdays who loves to cook and is into salsa dancing.
Mabel is the website that's revolutionising disability support. It lets you find and choose people offering the support that you want. And because we're online, it's easy and affordable. Find your people at mabel.com.au.